is the Pinon Canyon Environmental Impact Statement discussion, the training and operations. We did the scoping meeting a few months ago. I know many of you were there. This is actually quite a much larger crowd, which is awesome, much larger than we usually see. And we appreciate you coming out here to Pinon Canyon, where you can see all the different types of equipment that we have out there on static display to kind of get a better feel for what it is that's part of this proposed action.
Well, I was part of that big majority of people who came to the scoping hearing who said this place ought to be closed. And of course, we're disappointed that that was summarily dismissed as one line in the report. The other is I had hoped, based on some press reports that said we could come down here and take a look around. I presumed that would be look at some of these ranges that are going to be involved in this more intense training. But, you know, we got a little show and tell out there with Strykers and not even very much of that. My 2 points to address in my comments related to the EIS. The first one is, it is very difficult to establish new impact areas at military bases. This EIS cuts corners to establish one at PCMS. The use of the designation demolition areas instead of impact areas works to get in explosives such as, and we heard this, the size of these things up to 25 pounds, C4, TNT, trinitrotoluene, and various incendiary devices, without the hassle of establishing an impact area as such. To me, this seems disingenuous. The second comment relates to something that I work on a lot, and that is this EIS sets up a major expansion of land and air use at PCMS. 2 other expansion plans are running their course in the same time frame. One is a proposal by Fort Carson for 43 landing zones in BLM lands overseen by the Royal Gorge Office of the BLM. The other is a plan to make extensive use of an Air Force landing strip called Bullseye on the eastern plains near Ellicott. And this kind of gets into NEPA language. It is a classic case, I believe, of piecemealing, of dealing with proposals in a separate way as though they were not part of a bigger whole. And that's a no-no with NEPA. And it's a similar concept is the notion of cumulative effect. And I would say that is brought into play by treating these things as separately when in fact they are part of one whole.